But for us, it's easy when, like, for example, we have an actual like children's clothing brand that's like in their end of season sale, and like we're pushing like swim and stuff like that like super hard because that just makes sense. Like it's like prime time to buy a rash guard for like a little kid. But for like products, I think people talk about, and I think Mark, this might be where you're going. There's always like discussions on like Twitter and stuff like that, and they call it like that summer lull, because I think spending, and where this is getting a little out of our media buying scope, but just in general, spending and spending power is getting pushed towards like travel or like events or things like that. They're not just like, people aren't buying like a random pin or whatever, like, right, like, what, I don't know what, think of the most random like D2C product there is that's not top of their mind, but how do you make that product fit with what they're doing? Like, are you going on your next trip? Like, this is a great thing to bring on your trip, even though it might be a loose connection. Little things like that is kind of where we try to position things. Like, for example, we have a disc golf bag company that we just started working with, and it's like prime disc golf seasons. Like, we're like leaning into that, like, get your bag for the rest of the season, like that type of stuff matters. And then if it was a more random product, I think it is important to just try to position it so that people might need it or want it for the summer activities that they're doing, whether it's travel, beach, park, etc. That's kind of how we've transitioned creative and messaging to fit the season.
Yeah, that's actually exactly the reason why I was asking that question, was because, B2C, at least what I'm reading and what I'm seeing, is it begins to slow down, especially around this time. And I've been just thinking about creative ideas for our client. Like, we have a client in cosmetics, and they sell these awesome like DIY kits to make your own lip gloss. And we saw a total slowdown this month, and just kind of playing off of the seasonality play. We're thinking about new ideas, like, a lot of these lip gloss kits. They're for teenagers. They're a fun thing to do for the younger demographic. So parents would like to buy them, and we maybe do like a lip gloss making kit, like party, party.
Yeah, or like a summer soiree, or like summer nights, like lean into like the summer concert series, like in the park kind of vibe for like a teenager. Some, I don't know, like little things
Exactly.
like that is where that's the kind of messaging and image and videos and stuff that we try to just like Courtney said, like fit the season, fit what people are seeing. Like, everyone's feed right now is of people traveling, as everyone just posts their freaking their Instagram is, everyone's Instagram just like takes off in the summer because they're like doing something they want to share everybody. So like leaning into that, and if your creative can match what people are seeing in their feed, and fit, I think that that's just a one thing that could potentially move the needle. But you gotta understand that it can be a lull. And I think another thing, I was talking on another call with Phil, and is it Golson? I'm trying to remember her name.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and there's also a lot of like I just said, like end of season sales like happening left and right. And so, and we have Prime Day happening right now. Like, people are just like hunting for that deal, I think, and like waiting for it. They know it's coming. I think that's also tough. Like, when you're talking about just the overall market during the summer, there's like, I was out in New York the other day, and like every single store, it's like end of season sales, save 20%, save 30%, save 40%. It's like everywhere I looked was everything was on sale. And so that's always tough to compete with as well, if your product is not on sale, is at full price while people are spending money on concerts and travel and things like that.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. We got a huge warehouse sale for this client, and the last 7 days, I was like, man, this thing is, because in June we started in June, like mid June, and it was like a total ROAS, and all of a sudden it just tanked, and I was like, oh, what's going on here? And I realized that these last week or two is everyone's doing a sale, like you said, like Prime, Target, Best Buy, like they're all competing for that, kind of that lull. And I think
It's the race to the bottom. Yeah.
exactly, yeah, exactly.